Hey guys, so I'm back with another video today, and in this video, I guess it's kind of like a review slash demo slash tutorial all in one, but I wanted to center it around a foundation that I recently picked up from the drugstore that is not new by any means. Like, it's been around for a while. I'm just, as usual, late to jump on the bandwagon, but it's from Maybelline and it's the Dream Smooth Mousse foundation. I've heard so many people talk about this, and for some reason I just never went out and picked it up, but yeah, I recently did and I absolutely love it. I guess I can just like tell you just for like a minute my thoughts on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you how I apply it. So the shade I have right now is called Natural Beige. So it comes like you twist it off and it comes in a little thin little plastic container. And just to look at it in the container, it looks like a cream foundation. Like, it looks like it's going to be really thick, and I thought it was going to be kind of cakey, to be honest with you. But once you start to touch it, it's like a liquid foundation. It's really cool, and it feels like a liquid foundation on the skin. It feels very light. One of my favorite things about it is the finish that it gives. Really, the only word that I can think to describe it is it gives a very natural finish. And I love it. Like, your skin looks like skin. It just looks like really good skin, which is great in a foundation. That's exactly what you want. That's the goal. I also heard from another review that I read about this that it photographs really well, like in flash photography. And I can't find anywhere on the label that says it has SPF in it, so that, you know, maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's the reason why it looks good in pictures, but that's always good to know. The staying power is good. It's really good, on me at least, and I have kind of normal to dry skin. It doesn't like oxidize on me like some foundations do, and yeah, it has really good coverage. You know, if you just have kind of normal skin or imperfections like discoloration, mild acne, that sort of thing, I think it will work really well for you. I really love this foundation. I'm going to show you how I apply it, and also the other products that I use on my face. And if you want to see that, then just go ahead and keep watching, and I will see you later. You could apply this foundation however you choose. What I've found to be my favorite way to apply it is with my e.l.f. powder brush. And I've been using this a lot with like every foundation I have. And it is my absolute favorite way to apply like any foundation. I absolutely love this brush. And I've had it for so long, and I've never used it for foundation until just recently. But anyway, for this particular foundation though, what I prefer to do is just spray my brush with a little bit of water. Just a couple of spritzes, and that really lightens up the coverage just a bit. But I mean, it still gives you full coverage, but it doesn't kind of pile it on. You put it on gradually. So from there, I just go directly into the product, and I get some on the brush, and I just start out with my cheek area, and I just kind of pat it on at first, and then I just blend it. And I love the feeling of the way this foundation goes onto my skin, especially with the slightly damp brush. It just feels like I'm applying a very light layer, but it gives me a really good finish. I really enjoy like the natural finish that this foundation gives. Sammy just jumped on the bed there. And I don't feel like it's a completely matte finish, which I like. It's not shimmery, or I wouldn't even say it's dewy, but it's just not totally matte. It's just extremely natural. That's the best way I can think to describe it. It still looks like skin. It doesn't look like you're really wearing foundation, and that's the whole point of foundation, right? So I just blend it down onto my jaw, and I also take just a little bit onto my neck. So without any concealer or powder or anything like that, or anything else like that. I'm going to get in really close so that you can just see the finish that that gives my skin and the coverage as well. So it gives really good coverage actually, and I didn't really even apply that much. But as you can see, like, you can still see my freckles and stuff like that, and I actually like that. I mean, I don't want to cover everything up to where it looks like I'm wearing just a mask on my face. I still like it to look like skin. So, okay, from here, I'll just show you what else I do. I use a couple of different concealers right now just because of the color that my skin is at the moment. I'm more tan than usual. But I still like for my under eye area to be a little bit lighter than the rest of my face. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer. And the shade I have right now is Nude. And I'm almost out of this. Look, I've used this whole thing. I really, really like this stuff for the under eye area. And I just use my finger and pat that in. So for the blemishes and the redness on my face, I'm going to use another one of my all-time favorite concealers. This is probably actually my favorite concealer, just for the coverage that it gives and the staying power. And it's the Maybelline Super Stay. And I had to go up a shade. I've got medium beige now. I usually wear the shade light. And I'm just going to put this a little bit around my nose, around my mouth, anywhere that you're like broke out or anything. It covers acne really well. And I'm just going to pat that in as well. I'm going to apply the Maybelline. I did not mean for this to be like an all Maybelline tutorial. I do have some other products here. But the Maybelline Bouncy Blush in Hot Tamale. And I just take 2 fingers, dip it in there, and apply that to my cheeks. I'm just really enjoying a lot of Maybelline products lately. I feel like they've really stepped it up. What are you doing, Sammy? Oh, you need a haircut. So I'm just going to go ahead and set all the products on my face with this Laura Gellar Balance and Brighten, and the shade I have is Regular. And I'm just using the e.l.f. complexion brush, and I'm just really quickly just going to dust some of that all over. Then the last step that I do for my face routine is bronzer. One that I really like is the e.l.f. Warm Bronzer. Like this, and I usually I'll either swirl my brush over all 4 of these, or I'll take mainly these 2, and those are kind of the more bronzy shades. And I'll put that just on my cheeks, kind of in the contour area, but I'm not really contouring with this. And I take it over my temple area and up into the hairline, and that makes it look really natural, like you just have a glow. And this is not something that I do every day. I just figured for this tutorial it might be kind of pretty, but I would do it like if I just wanted to kind of amp it up a little bit, you know. I don't do this to go to work. But I'm going to go and highlight, and I recently picked this up from Urban Decay, and it's the Cream Highlight in Wicked. And it's pretty much, it's kind of like a pinky, like a tawny color, like a pinky champagne tawny kind of color. And I'm just going to dip 1 finger in there and apply that to the tops of my cheekbones. You can also put just a little bit right here if you want. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. So I really hope, you know, if you were wondering about the Dream Smooth Mousse, that this maybe gave you some insight. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend, and I will see you very soon. As Sammy tries to get comfortable again. Are you Mommy's big boy? Is that Mommy's big boy? He looks like a little guard up there, like he's guarding the bed. He's so funny. What I have found... Never mind. Set all these products on my face with a loose powder. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Lord have mercy. Having like a really hard time speaking English today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, hope What's wrong with me? What's wrong with your mommy? Oh, he doesn't know either.